Veronica brings her hands like way out there.
Okay.
I know it's weird. You can bring your hands in, your elbows in a little bit more, but you're going to just gently pull the mat towards you, and she's going to try to go forward. You can even hold. We've done the holding the front of the mat, right? If you hold the front of the mat, all you're trying to do is pull your arms back and your rib cage forward, and see how much higher she's going to start to affect her spine. You can stay here. You can use your breath. The inhale is always more inflating, and the exhale can become a lot more you kind of contracting the musculature to try to create a little bit more extension through your thoracic. Now, she could bring her hands a little bit closer to her, and you see how automatically the closer her arms come, the higher up she wants to come. Not a bad thing. What you want to make sure is that the weight of your ribs doesn't get pushed into the low back. It's still and always and is continually moving forward to start to kind of to extend, to rise up. Right? So if you can, I use this cue a lot. I try to say the weight of your ribs should stay in your hands. So if you bring your hands, let's say, bring them a little bit closer. Tell me what you think of this, right? Okay. So she's going to keep her girdle, her shoulder girdle rests on her rib cage. Her rib cage rises. Now, do you feel I'm giving her a little bit of pressure? I'm keeping the weight of her ribs on her hands. You see I'm pushing into your hands, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So you keep the weight of your ribs on your hands as you rise up. So, like, what does that require? It requires a lot, right? Because what
tricep.
And then what happens is typically we push with our hands, and we push ourselves into our low back instead of, right? So that's kind of what the pull of the mat does. But when you don't have the pull of the mat anymore, and you can't use that forever, you have to get your hands closer and closer to you. So if you keep imagining the weight of you stays, in your hands, now there. Now keep the weight of your ribs on your hands, and how high can you actually come up that way, V, without, now, beautiful. Now she's extending her thoracic and not just taking the weight of her back. So chin down just a little bit more, because that's a whole other workshop there. That, where's your head at? Because if you do too much with the skull, you kind of
hang.
And you don't allow the extension of the thoracic. Beautiful. And then lower yourself back down again. Okay, so don't get so like giddy up and go about getting up.
Yeah, like up here.
Because we are looking for hip extension too, but the hip is already kind of extending it doesn't mean you have to go up in order to get hip extension. Just you extending, that's beautiful. It's a completely different extension there. Okay? You good?
Well, it's very interesting, right? Because everybody's so Gumby at their cervicals.
Yeah.
So, this is why I just wanted you to teach me, is because, it's just interesting. As soon as my head was up too high, I lost my front line.
You can see it.
Yeah, and then as soon as I pick this up, I can feel my belly a little bit more, giving me that support.
Yeah.
So, the orientation of the skull is so important. Yeah. Everyone's like, I got to pull my belly in. Well, you don't really need to. You just want the support in the front line, which actually starts from back here.
Yeah.
From here, down the neck, side of the neck. So that was interesting.
Yeah, good. Well, it was a completely different feel and look.
That's a lot of work.
Thanks for joining us today, you guys. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, bye.